uh, respected principal, respected faculty, and it is an honor to be with and share the dais with my ex-boss and a great human being, the leading light of Haryana bureaucracy, Mr. Ashok Lavasa. Uh, I'm sorry for a bit late joining. I was running to the Vidhan Sabha. We have a session of the Haryana Assembly today where I have my hearing is there. But in between, I thought I must catch up with my alumni. So first, let me express my joy and elation at sharing the dais with Ashok Lavasa sir. I have been fortunate to work under him when I was posted as SSP Gurgaon. Sir was my boss, and though it was a brief period, but you could have seen from his speech the vast array of topics which he has covered and the depth to which he has gone. That is not, directly telling anyone that you do this or do that, but that's such a fertile land where you can pick up what you want and you can take those streaks and then go ahead. Uh, in administration, especially in district administration, the DC and the SP are the two people who are responsible for running the district. And sometimes these are very young officers and they do not want that anyone should be telling them what to do. So the roles of the Commissioner Gurgaon division, which sir was, uh, he played that role so beautifully. He never directly told us what to do, but he showed us the circumstances in which we were working. Those were very difficult times, as indeed in district administration they usually are. So we had a lovely team and we had a great time there. Uh, so let me tell you a few of the stories and through which the message which I want to convey. One is that since I used to live in Kalkaji, Deshbandhu College, I used to study in the Air Force Bal Bharti School in Lodi Road. And I was staying in Kalkaji, and when all these big boys and girls used to come, I used to say कि भाई कभी हमारा भी कॉलेज में नंबर आएगा तो अभी हमारे वहाँ पे कैसे रैगिंग होगी क्या होगी and we were fearful of this atmosphere. But I was lucky to get admission there, and I think Dr. Balbir Singh was the president, was the principal of the college at that time. And he was such an encouraging personality. Uh, when we met him, two or three of us, he was so like we said, this is not the college we feared, and this is like a place where we are welcome. Uh, so those lovely memories are there. And then in my physics honors course, we had Mr. All was there, and what great people were there at that time. It's a lot of time has passed since '87. I got admission there. Uh, and the beautiful memories which I still have, and I'm proud to be an alumni of Deshbandhu College. Wherever I go, I talk about Delhi University, Deshbandhu College, and the time spent there. The other thing I was sharing was that in my police training, when we went to the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel National Police Academy, uh, there the day started very early. About 6 o'clock, you were up for PT and parade. Then you had a small window for breakfast, about 45 minutes. Then again, you had indoor classes. After that, you had compulsory games, football, hockey. Then you had those cultural evenings in the just before dinner. So some tabla player is there, some sitar player is there, some national repute person is there, and you are free at 9 or 10 o'clock. So we used to think, yeah, what is this life? We are not getting any time for us, and it's a very difficult period. We thought we were counting the days when our training will be over and when we will go into the field and get to do some real police work for which we were all waiting. When we went to the field, what happened? Not only mornings till the nights, but also the Saturdays and Sundays were working. Not only the days, but the nights are also working. You can get calls anytime. You have to go out for night patrolling. You do not have one boss. You have politicians are your boss, the media is your boss, the judiciary is your boss, the citizens are your boss. They'll come up and say कि भाई ये कैसे हुआ, ये क्या हुआ. All the NGOs are your bosses. So we thought कि यार academy के time तो बहुत अच्छा था. We were much better there. So the lesson we learned was that as you progress in life, it never gets easier, but you get toughened up and you can do those things easily then. So when your work expands, when you are into greater challenges, the attitude should be that you are the embodiment of all the experience which you have gone through. And therefore, you can handle these difficult tasks. And I often hear that, army serves the country. Yes, indeed it does. Police serves the country. But everyone in our own unique way serves the country. And in my opinion, the greatest service to the country is done by the teachers. They produce those students who will be occupying all these positions which are running the government today, which are running the industry today, which are driving innovation, technology. All of them are running that. That is the, and I still have that image of Mr. All teaching us with the interest he used to take in his subject, and he was so involved in it. He was, there's a concept called flow in positive psychology. Flow is that state when you lose track of time. You are doing a thing which you love, and then you forget the hours. That is the state of flow. That is the ultimate happiness which you can get. So you may be teaching, you may be playing an instrument, or you may be doing any favorite activity. If you indulge yourself in that, but the condition is that you have to be very good at it, then you will reach the flow. So if you are playing an instrument, you have to spend a few months, maybe years, learning that instrument. And when that joy of perfection comes, that is the time you will experience flow. And it is so contagious. Of course, I did my BTech in electrical engineering, and then I went over to the social sciences. I did my MBA in organizational behavior and then PhD in OB and criminology. I study police organizations, and I study job satisfaction, organizational commitment, job stress. These are the kinds of things I study, and the papers which you talked about, those are mostly about organizational behavior. And I would love to cooperate and collaborate with the faculty of the Deshbandhu College. And organizations, they may be doing policing or they may be a teaching organization. Organizations are have similar problems about ultimately it is the people to people interaction. It is how you run together as a team. We are social animals. Uh, where do we get joy from? This whole emphasis, I'll come to this question, where do we get joy from? This whole question of psychology, there's a now emerging field of positive psychology. So before 40s and 50s, psychology used to be like a treatment of mental illnesses or issues. So they prescribed medicines or they gave some therapeutic exercises. But Martin Seligman of University of Pennsylvania, in one of the conferences of the American Psychological Association, he said that psychology deals with the entire gamut of human mind. Not only what is problematic, but what is good about it. Psychology must study what is good about human beings, how to enhance that. The issues of mental instability or mental challenges may be faced by say 0.5% or 1% people or 2%, but what about the remaining 98 and 99% people? So the question he asked is that what makes life worth living? How to increase happiness in our lives? How to get the joy of, of life? And so that's the entire field of positive psychology. And I only mentioned it, this field of positive psychology, to drive home the point that once you know what you enjoy and you practice that, become good at that, that will give you, not only give you joy, but it will make the people around you very happy. Like Mr. All's commitment to physics, his immersion in the class, that made us so happy that look, here's the teacher who's like so much invested into his classes. We, I mean, we could not help but pay attention. We did not bunk his classes, which we did in some other teachers, I would confess here. But there we did not. We were so happy and we talked about him. And I'm sure there must be other teachers and other people like that. And we are social animals. Coming back to the point of joy, we do not enjoy alone. We enjoy with people. If you're a mother, the happiness which your child gets, that happiness is more than if you get a good gift, a new iPhone or a new piece of clothing. That joy is much more than that. The joy of giving. There's a TED talk on how to spend money to be happy. You know, so the more you give, it's paradoxical, but it's true. The more you give anything, you give knowledge, you give money, you give your time. One of the Ashok Lavasa sir used to live in Faridabad, and there's a great poet, Mr. Dinesh Raghuvanshi there of Hindi, and he had written a small line, I remember, "Ye beta, घड़ी मत दे, समय दे दे." The parents do not need a घड़ी, उनको समय चाहिए. The gift of time is the greatest gift you can give to anybody. As the world is progressing, modernity is catching up, we are getting distracted. Traffic noises हैं, phone की notifications हैं, Facebook, WhatsApp. We are not focusing on what gives us joy. And we are not giving time where it deserves. First notification, you get a high of serotonin, you get a high of dopamine. एक आपको like आ गया, 4 like आ गए, अब मेरे 20 हो गए. Even if you get 20,000 likes, you still want 21,000. So what do you want to do? Just look inside of you. If you do what you want to do and be good at it, you'll be happy and you'll make others happy. Everyone will be happy. And you can perform at the optimum of your performance. So that's the message of positive psychology, that being the best versions of ourselves. We can be the best versions of ourselves. I would encourage you to go to the positive psychology website of Professor Martin Seligman at University of Pennsylvania. You'll find a lot of good ideas there, and I'm sure nowadays positive psychology is a household name, and a lot of people know about it. But coming back to the memories which we made in Deshbandhu College, and the other thing which I wanted to talk about was that, as Ashok sir mentioned, that we are a nation of young people, and we look towards the youths. They have great opportunities to do. Uh, but I want to address myself to the slightly older population. You know, they may be older in age, but they have probably much more to contribute. If you look at the CEOs of companies, they are not in their 20s or 30s. They are in their 40s and 50s. If you look at today's great inventions and discoveries, they are being done in the 40s and 50s. You see, something goes down and something comes up. As you age, so I'm telling you the secret of how to age gracefully. All right, just hear me out. So as you age, maybe your physical vitality or vigor slightly comes down. That's fine, but your mental agility, your experience, your wisdom grows. And in as the world is progressing, we are becoming more cerebral. You can contribute more with all the vast experience you have accumulated. You have the time now. Earlier, you were, raising a family, doing your job, raising your children, marrying them off. But now, in your 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s, you have done that essential part of life. And now is the time to think about what has gone past you, what do you have and how you can use that to make the world a better place. You are a storehouse of experience. As sir has mentioned, that these conversations which we have in our families, in our households, these are the untold stories. This is the this is the way characters are made. Having good conversations, passing down your beautiful experiences to others. What a great way to share. What a great way to spread your learnings. So I think joy is all around us, and we only need to just focus on what we want to do and then use it to help the others. And those bonds, in democracy, we used to study that where does power lie? Does power lie in the voters? Does it lie in the parliament? So it lies. Where does it lie? In psychology, we talk about where is happiness? Where does joy lie? Is it in me? Is it in you? I say that joy lies in the bonds between people. If you are alone, try to enjoy your birthday all alone. Get yourself a good gift. You won't enjoy it. But surround yourself with people whom you love and you see the joy there. So joy lies in relationships. Joy lies in communications. Joy lies in conversations. When we touch each other mentally and we communicate with each other. That's a great gift which God has given to us. Some of the animals are also social, but we are social in a much more intimate and intricate way. And coming to the end, that is the connection which we have to Deshbandhu College. We are all a part of the family and we feel that common bond. And that's where our love and joy comes from. So I'm thankful to the college management for having invited me and sharing this beautiful forum. It's been lovely being here. And the icing on the cake was to hear the golden words of our beloved sir, Dr. Ashok Lavasa. Thank you for being here, sir. And thank you all the college faculty and students. Thank you very much.